Okay, we don't want customers to think that nobody works here.
What customers? The place is practically deserted.
Well, if we move around enough, you know, people will think this is a happening place.
Sophia, you can't make Carlina's into a hotspot all by yourself.
Well, that's what you're here for, right? To help me.
Yeah, whatever you say. Joe's got to put some money into promoting this place. Nobody even knows it's here.
Nick, publicity costs money.
Got to spend it to make it.
Who told you that? Jake?
For your information, Jake kind of knows what he's doing. That's why he's loaded. That's why he's on Easy Street.
Well, I don't think he has everything, Nick, okay? Paulina is marrying my brother, so Joe must be doing something right.
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that maybe Joe isn't the greatest businessman in the world. Between the two of us, we could probably do a better job.
How? I mean, we were just kids, you know? How can we
What
do
do you mean
anything?
we're just kids? We're not kids.
Nick! Maggie?
You're alive?
What?
I'll draw a picture of the farm where I used to live with my mom and dad.
That would be very nice.
They don't live together anymore.
Yes, I know. But I do know that your mom and dad love you very much. I bet your mom is making a very special place for you, isn't she?
Hi, Mom.
What do you think you're doing?
I was drawing Felicia a picture while we waited for Dad. She wanted me to do one of the farm where we used to live.
Oh, that's nice. It's very nice. Would you show that to Sally out at the nurse's station? Because she was asking about you.
Okay.
Okay?
See you later, Felicia. Are you coming too, Mom?
Yeah, darling, I'll be right there. I'm coming right out. Here, you go ahead.
Charlene, this isn't at all what it looks like. It really
Where
isn't.
have I heard that before?
Lorna was watching Gregory, and
You
she had
stay
to...
away from my
No,
son.
I am not.
You've
Charlene.
already taken my husband away from me. I'll be damned if you'll take my child.
What kind of crazy idea did you put in Vicky's head?
Jake, I'm in no mood for your effrontery this evening.
Stop, Carl. Vicky comes up with a truth serum you can't find on this continent. You want me to think she got that mail order? And don't tell me that you didn't know Vicky was planning on marrying Grant.
I can't wait to be your wife again.
Do you really love me?
Grant. Why are you so nervous? It's not like we haven't done this before.
I'm consumed by you. You're the only woman I ever think of.
It's flattering, but I don't know if it's healthy.
I want you. I want you now.
You put Vicky up to... You put Vicky up to this move. And now you're gonna get her out of it. Don't deny it, Carl, unless you want to end up in intensive care. Where the hell is Vicky?
Do you love me?
You know I do.
Give yourself to me. Make love to me now.
Grant.
Or I'll know that you've been lying to me all along.
I would never try to take Gregory away from you.
Well, I gave up believing in you.
I'm so sorry that you're upset by all of
That's
this.
supposed to make me feel better? Because I noticed you didn't say, I'm sorry I slept with your husband. You're sorry I'm upset. I, of course, am upset. How else am I supposed to feel?
Yes, I know, and I understand
You know, you
that.
may have John in the palm of your hand, but my feelings are something that you cannot control. You lied to me when I came to your apartment that night. You humiliated me. Okay, yeah, you weren't having an affair with my husband.
That it was the truth.
Oh, give it up. Would you just give it up, Felicia? Please. All right. You lied to me. You both lied to me. Okay, fine. I'm dealing with that. That's fine. I'm handling that. I can deal with it. My family has been ripped to hell, but I am surviving. What I will not allow is for my little boy to be exploited so that you can bond with your new lover.
This is not what you
Would you please do not lie? Stop lying for once in your life. I was blind about your affair with John, but my eyes are wide open now, lady.
I'm so sorry you've been so hurt by all of this. We didn't want any of this to happen,
No, you didn't.
Charlie.
You didn't want it to happen. That's fine. You know what I think? I think that you guys planned the whole thing. That's what I think. Yeah. Yes, it wasn't enough for you to take my husband away from me. Now, you want my son.
This is so ridiculous.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, you know that John would never be really happy without Gregory.
I respect you too much.
Oh, don't give me that! You never respected me as John's wife. You had no qualms at all about ripping my family up. None at all, ladies. Don't you call yourself a mother?
Look, you can blame me all you want to. But John has no idea that I'm even in this hospital and that I'm in this room with Gregory.
What is going on?
You keep your mistress away from my son.
How's it, Brandy? Why don't you cut the crap, Carl?
If we're going to use abusive language, do you think we could please try and be a little more imaginative?
Listen, you don't want to know. You want to know what I don't get, Carl? What? I know you care about Vicky, but for some reason you don't care if she gets mixed up with Grant Harrison. Why is that?
Look, I know nothing about marriage plans, but I think Victoria knows what she's doing.
She is doing what you told her to do, Carl.
Jake, you know, I'm amazed that you can underestimate Victoria. I know that you and she were very close in the past, but she loved my son passionately.
So that's why she's spending time with Grant Harrison.
Jake, I suggest it's none of our business, is it? Now, she may be doing this. She just may be doing this for Ryan.
Oh, and I'm sure Ryan would be fond of having Vicky cuddle up to that sleazeball Grant Harrison.
Jake, please don't ask any more.
It's too late for that, because I laughed in Grant's face when he told me he was going to marry Vicky.
You did what?
I told him there is no way Vicky was going to become Mrs. Grant Harrison again.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, yes, I do. I told the truth, only it didn't slow him down. See, because if I don't find her, it's going to be all over tonight.
Tonight?
Why would Vicky pull a stupid stunt like this? I saw the papers, Carl. I saw the marriage papers. I saw the truth serum. I saw it.
Did you mention the serum to Grant?
No.
Thank God.
Let me tell you something. The only way that Vicky would let Grant get within kissing range is if she wanted something. Now, what is that?
Leave it alone,
I
Jake.
told Grant Vicky would have nothing to do with him.
Did Grant believe you? Did he believe you?
I don't know. I'm a pretty convincing guy.
Yes. So convincing. You may have handed Victoria a death sentence.
Grant. Please. It's been a long time for me.
For me as well. Since long before Ryan died.
What do you mean?
I mean, what good does it do anyone, least of all Ryan, for me to continue to keep lying to myself and to you?
Right. Yes, I've wanted you to be honest with me about everything. I've said that from the very beginning.
I want that from you as well. You see, I have no intention of marrying you unless I know you really want me.
I do.
Hearing it is not enough. I need to feel how much that you love me. Otherwise, I won't know what's going on here.
Grant. Choosing between you and Ryan was never easy for me. But I did choose to marry you that first time, right?
Yeah.
You know what, sometimes I think about all those wonderful times in Washington and all the dreams we had. We were going to make a difference. I mean, those were your dreams. And when you offered to share those with me, that was the proudest moment of my life. And everything went wrong.
I hurt you. I hurt you and I lied to you and I kept you in a marriage that you didn't want to be in.
And Ryan came to rescue me. You listen to me. I've never said this to anyone in my life before. I just felt like I owed Ryan my life. Do you understand that?
And when you made the decision to leave me, that night that we conceived Kirkland, that was just a plan to get away from me, wasn't it?
No. I still had feelings for you. It's just that it got so complicated.
You stopped loving me.
No, it was confused. Don't you see? I was confused. And then after that, it just seemed like, you know, like we were always on opposite sides, like we were always fighting, and, you know, ever since Ryan died, I feel like maybe all those years of fighting, it was because no matter how wrong everybody else thought it was, I knew I loved you. Grant, a part of me has always belonged to you. I love you. I have you now, and I am never letting you go.
Well, then be with me. It's that simple. Just prove to me that I can believe in you, because God knows I want to believe in you.
Are you sure you're okay, Maggie? I mean, how did you get here? You were dead. What happened?
Nick, I think that's the last thing she wants to hear, now that she's safe again.
No, it'll make me feel good to share my experience with a friend.
Maggie, listen, do you want me to call your mother, your grandmother?
No, I spoke to Cecile. I mean, I had to talk to
Cecile,
her
she must have gone nuts. Did you go to the police?
Yeah, sure. It's just, I'm not ready to face everyone just yet.
Okay.
I needed to come meet someplace safe. Oh, Nick, it was awful.
Did the cops catch the guy who kidnapped you?
I don't think so, not yet.
Didn't you ID him?
The weird thing is, I never got a good look at his face, and I don't think I'd be able to recognize him if I saw him on the street. He's still out there.
That is so scary. Are you okay, Maggie?
I was blindfolded the entire time, and he forced me to eat this food. I don't even know what it was.
It's awful. It's awful.
Sophia?
Yes, Maggie, what do you need? What can I do for you?
Water. Just please, some water, soda, anything.
And how about some spaghetti, okay? You know, you need to build up your strength.
Whatever.
Okay.
You must be wiped out. I mean, do you want to go home, get some rest?
Yeah, actually, I feel much better just being with you, Nick. You don't know how many times I've thought about you.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's just that we weren't on the greatest of terms.
You don't stop caring about someone just because things happen. You know, just thinking about you, hoping that I just see your face again is what got me through this whole nightmare.
How am I going to get this place in business? Great. How you doing, Maggie? What's up, Nick?
Hey, how do you like Carlino's? Can we treat you to dinner?
Well, how do you like... It's Maggie! I mean, maybe you guys don't want to scare her going over the top, but she was dead. If we have a little excitement here, it's Maggie.
You should have heard the screaming when Maggie came back home.
When was that?
Last night. Been plenty of hoopla ever since, too, let me tell you. Maggie, we don't mean to take you for granted. We're all very happy that you're back with us. Huh? Sesame breadsticks. Very nice.
Sophia did that.
That girl is too much.
So you've been home the whole day, Maggie? It's pretty funny how you forgot to mention that to me and Sophia.
It must be the justice of the peace.
No, it's far too early for him.
Well, it's somebody. Would you get the door for me? My knees are a little weak. You have that effect on me.
Oh, don't go away, all right?
Okay.
Hello.
Are you the happy couple?
Yes, we are. That must make you the judge.
We definitely weren't expecting you so soon.
Well, I had an opening. No time like the present, I always say. Where is the wedding party?
Oh, you're looking at it.
It's just us.
Love is not enough in the eyes of the law. We need witnesses, folks.
I didn't think of that.
Yes, it pays to be resourceful in my line of work.
Thank you both so much.
Yes, please come in.
We need you to witness this happy occasion. Holy matrimony.
It'll be my pleasure.
I've never been a bridesmaid before. Are we ready?
Yes, Victoria?
Well, here comes the bride.
You gave Vicky a vial of truth serum, but you haven't told me why.
For now, the details cannot concern you. All that matters is that we find Victoria. Now, as for Grant, all I can say is that Grant is capable of murder. Now, we must find Victoria before she marries him.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Do you have a justice of the peace hanging out in your lobby waiting to marry an eager couple? Oh, you're closed for renovation. Thanks. For nothing.
Judge Holloway, please. He's performing a wedding ceremony. Our sweet elderly couple. Thank you very much. I tell you this, if Victoria is in danger, it was you that put her there. With your overactive mouth and your underused brain.
Your fault for keeping me out of the loop, okay?
Stop carping, keep calling.
Yeah, Bayview Manor? Hi, I'm looking for a blonde. I mean, a bridal couple, beautiful blonde stuffed shirt. You sure there's no wedding scheduled there tonight? Gotcha. Place is booked with a funeral party. I end up going to Vicky's funeral.
Reverend Barkley, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. He's dead. And that's where you'll be if we don't find Victoria.
Bayside Hotel, I'm looking for a bridal couple. Beautiful blonde, incredibly pompous groom, bad tipper.
I mean, how you could let on to Grant, how you could possibly interfere, Jake, is beyond me.
Yes, thank you. I found him. Bayside Hotel, Justices of the Peace just showed up there to marry a couple. Honeymoon suite. No. If you think I'm gonna trust you to find Victoria.
Jake, my car's in the drive. Shall we go?
Once she's safe, you two have a lot of explaining to do.
I left Gregory with you, John. I have not wanted to deny you and Gregory time together because I felt it was important. Just because I can't stand to be in the same room with you.
Charlene, please.
Are the two of you planning to take my child away from me?
Of course not.
Then why did I walk in here and find her with my
Charlene,
son?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Greg is out at the nurse's station with Sally.
John.
I mean, I left him with Lorna.
Lorna had a meeting and she asked me to watch him just
Could
for
you
a
please
few
not
minutes.
act as if I'm not even in the same room? I mean, I'm sure this is a habit with you, pretending that I don't exist. It makes it a bit
Charlene,
easier,
John
doesn't
didn't
it?
even know I was in this hospital.
No, don't you do that. Please, don't you cover
That is
for
not
him.
what Felicia is doing. I was called out to surgery. I left Gregory with Lorna until I got back. Now, if I were to leave Gregory with Felicia, which under the circumstances I would never consider, in any case, I would have told you.
Well, you haven't been in the habit of telling me the truth for a long time.
Charlene, wait a minute.
Don't you touch me. You lost that privilege when you slept with her.
Look, I don't know what went on in my office while I was gone, but I left Greg with Lorna. Now, that's the truth.
You have lied to me in so many ways over so many months that I have a hard time believing there will ever be a time when I believe a word
I
that
am
comes out
not
of her
a
mouth.
liar. I'm being totally honest with you. Now, why are you being so damn difficult?
Well, that's what happens when you hide things from your wife. You keep that in mind if you ever decide to
No,
marry
don't
again.
do this.
I'm not doing anything. You are the one who's ripped our marriage apart. Now you want me to be quiet about it so I don't upset Felicia?
I understand why you're angry.
Understand this. I will never, ever let you take my child away to live with
That
her.
is not
Never,
what's going
ever.
on
Oh.
here. Felicia's totally innocent here.
Well, I have a hard time believing that. I hope you both go straight to hell for what you've done.
Hey, you guys, what's wrong?
Okay.
Mommy, why are you so mad at Dad?
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I really will be. I'll be fine.
I thought you counted 10. That's what you always told me.
Sure, I'll do that. Let's go home, okay?
Charlene, why don't you listen to your son? Count to 10. Take a few deep breaths before you get behind the wheel of a car.
Can we get some hot chocolate?
Yes. Yes, we can get some Say goodnight to your father.
I'm not a little kid, Dad.
I know you're not a little kid. You're a great big guy, and I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. Listen, you give me a call before you go to bed, all right?
Let's go.
I'm sorry.
It's totally understandable, you know, I mean, why she was so upset when she saw me with her son. It's totally understandable. Gregory misses you a lot.
I miss him, too.
We are gathered here to witness the joining of this man and this woman in holy matrimony.
Take your hands off her! Don't do it! What the hell is going on
Who are
here?
you? Get them out of here, honey.
Sorry. So sorry. So very sorry.
I, Victoria.
I, Victoria.
Take you, Grant.
Take you, Grant, to be my
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
To be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day.
To
Could
have-
we just speed it up a little bit? I'm sorry. I can't wait another minute.
To have and to hold, from this day forward, forsaking all others, until death do us part.
To have and to hold from this day forward, forsaking all others till death do us part.
I, Grant.
Grant, it's your turn.
I can't say these vows.
Victoria. Victoria, where could you be?
Well, it's a cinch we're not going to find her sitting in your car, so why don't you start the engine?
Why, do we have a destination?
I'd suggest the Bay City PD. That'd be a good place to start.
No, absolutely not. That's the one way to ensure that we'll never see Victoria again.
Just because you and the law have been enemies most of your natural life isn't any reason that
Jake, Captain Gabe McNamara sees Grant through a sentimental haze. He'd never believe, not even for a moment, that he'd ever be a danger to Victoria.
Well, I'm not going to give up on Vicky without a fight.
I'd be honored to fight alongside you, Mickey. But we must do this my way. We must find Victoria ourselves. No police.
Well, whatever we do, let's do it in a hurry, because I'm starting to hear wedding bells.
I can't repeat the words. Not because I wouldn't mean them, but because they don't begin to convey the depth of my commitment to you.
What do you mean? I mean, are you sure?
Just let me say this. I prayed for the opportunity to prove my love to you again. Yes, I want to be your husband, to love and cherish you. You're the only woman I think that I was born loving you, Victoria. That's how much a part of me you are. And when I lost you because of my foolish mistakes, I lost my soul. And when Ryan died and I realized... I mean, when Ryan was killed, well, I understood that you and my brother were the only two people who ever really knew me. Ryan, he looked up to me when he was a boy. He loved me. He trusted me. And I didn't value that trust. And now he's gone. And I can't love him anymore, neither of us can. But I can't lose you, too, Victoria. Because through you, I have a reason to live. I have a reason to go on. And so, I, Grant, give you my life, Victoria. It's in your hands. If you love me, I'll always live in joy. And if you fail to love me, I'll perish. And so, I pledge my love to you until death shall part us, Victoria. Until death.
I don't know what to say.
I'll say them for you. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may, you know,
Well, we did it again, huh, Mrs. Harris? This was destined.
Maggie, the department is still working on your case.
Why? Well, I mean, I'm back, safe and sound. I just want to forget about this whole nightmare, and I think it's best if we just let it go.
What, and let these guys kidnap some other rich kid? I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Right?
It's okay. We are what we are, and I'm rich.
I just wish you could remember something more about this guy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm blocking it. Carl and Rachel talk about that all the time because Rachel couldn't remember the night Ryan was shot. It could be post-traumatic stress amnesia. It could run in my family.
Possible. I'll tell you what. How about I set you up with some hypnotherapist? Maybe Dr. Alpert?
No, it wouldn't work. I mean, if he couldn't help Rachel, I am sure he wouldn't have any luck with me.
Well, I mean, you don't know until you give it a shot, right?
I just need to do this at my own pace. If anything comes back to
Give
me...
me a call. Any detail could be important.
Okay, I will.
Oh, come on, Paulina. It's not bad luck to say where you're spending your honeymoon.
Did you ever
Come on.
think, little sis, that maybe she doesn't want you serenading us outside the cabin, huh?
Joe!
What?
Cabin?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're never great at keeping a secret, Joe.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we're going to be at the family cabin. Actually, it's Matt's cabin, but we all use it.
That's very romantic.
No serenading. Got it?
Well, you couldn't pay me to stay in a cabin ever again in my life.
Huh?
That's where the kidnapper held me hostage in a dark little shack in the woods.
I thought you said you couldn't see anything.
I couldn't. I was blindfolded and tied up the whole time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to remind you. I'm sorry.
He was really brutal, holding a gun up to my head. He wouldn't give me anything to eat. I was starving.
Did you eat your spaghetti? Hold on. Do you guys smell something weird?
Sophia, come on.
No,
What did you do?
Joe, get the fire extinguisher.
I'll hold the fort down out here.
When they mentioned a cabin, I flashed back to being tied up for so many hours.
Yeah. I'm sure it was awful, Maggie, but, you know, I still don't get why you wanted me and Sophia to think that you just got released.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that. You misunderstood me.
Right. I misunderstood.
What I went through was incredibly frightening. And it's going to take me a long time before I make a full recovery. And I'm going to need my friends, Nick.
Okay. Tell you what, Sophia's a soft touch. She'll listen to your story for hours.
I meant you, Nick. All I know about that girl is that she's really loud. Haven't you noticed?
No, what I've noticed is that she's been upfront with me, while you can't even... Whatever. Look, welcome back. Good luck with your recovery.
Can't we work this out?
Work what out?
We were so mad at each other before I was kidnapped, and when you thought I died, you said how bad you felt that things went wrong between us, and that we couldn't fix it, but now we could. We can go back and make like it never happened.
Wait a second. Only time I said that stuff was at your memorial service. So how do you know I said that?
My mother told me what you said. She told me what everyone said at my memorial service. She was just blown away by the show of affection for me, especially yours.
All right, look, Maggie, I really can't see us being friends again. Because the bottom line is I have a hard time trusting you. Maybe that's something you should work on if you're really serious about having friends.
No big deal, so you burned the chicken cutlets.
What was I thinking, letting my pregnant sister-in-law walk into a room full of smoke? Joe, would you wipe her face? She's all smudged.
What?
What? Hey, do you want some water, Paulina?
Stop! I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay. Need anything? Anything?
No, everything's fine.
You okay in there? The twins say they're fine. Hold on. He says you can cut down on the hot peppers.
Now cut that out. And we're not having twins. All right, everybody. It's time for wedding plans, centerpieces, bridesmaids' dresses, invitations. What do you say?
Look at the time. I gotta check the bar stock.
Hey, Joe, you might need some help with that, right?
Yeah.
Men, huh? Yep. Can't live with them. Can't live with them. So, you girls get your shoes yet?
Shoes. Shoes.
I only have about 50 pairs. Why?
Well, I wouldn't want my bridesmaids walking down the aisle barefoot.
Bridesmaid? You want me to stand up with you? Yes. Are you sure?
I'm positive. As long as you're there, I'll know I'll make it down the aisle. She is the most reliable person. What about you, Maggie? Maggie helped me plan my last wedding to Joe, the one that didn't quite take off.
I'd love to. Sophia and I could shop for dresses together, and shoes and flowers. Yeah. You know, we've got a million things to get together before the big day. We'll be your support team, Paulina.
Oh, great.
Me and Sophia. You know, I have a feeling before this wedding comes off, I'm going to have a new best friend.
I'll make sure she gets it. Thank you.
Miss Gallant, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. Why do you ask, Rita?
Well, you looked a little green around the gills. That was some scene outside Dr. Hudson's.
So you were eavesdropping, huh?
Oh, no, I couldn't help it. I mean, Dr. Hudson and his wife were very upset, and their voices carry up and down the corridor.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been listening, because you see, it's none of your business.
Oh, but it is yours, I take it.
John Hudson doesn't need you spreading rumors.
Oh, come on. You can't expect this to be news to my staff. After all, John has been sleeping in his office for quite some time.
So, what is your point?
My point? You know, John Hudson was reinstated at this hospital against my wishes. Somehow, people continue to believe in his integrity, despite voluminous evidence to the contrary. Not to mention the fact that he put this hospital in jeopardy when he was sued for malpractice. Now, John Hudson may not care about the disintegration of his personal life, but Bay City General stands for something, and I will not allow him or you to tear it down.
Gregory, darling, you know what? About what happened before, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Why were you so mad at Daddy?
Gregory...
Was it my fault because I wanted to see Daddy tonight?
No, absolutely not. This has nothing to do with you. Look, darling, I know that you're hurting, and I know that you don't understand, and I'm not sure that I do, to tell you the truth. Because Mommy's really not used to being so angry. It's really a mess, isn't it? Hmm?
Can't we just clean it up? I'll help you.
Messes are not so easy to wipe away when you're a grown-up. I wish they were. But you are not to blame. Do you understand? Do you? Because I love you. And your daddy loves you. He always will, no matter what.
Charlene.
Hey. Good to see you. I didn't think I was going to be able to see you again.
Me too, Dad.
Gregory, you know what? I'm really done with this. Would you throw it away for me, please?
Sure.
Would you? Thank you. Okay.
Hey, Marty. That's Marty Fletcher. Can I go say hi?
Yeah, sure you can.
Here, I'll take that.
Gregory, look both ways. I think I knew that you weren't lying to me. But when I walked in your office and I saw the two of them together, I don't know what happened to me. I turned into another person. I turned into someone that I don't recognize.
Maybe this is good for us. I mean that we can get through a rough time like this and still be able to communicate with each other. For Greg's sake, we're going to have to be able to get together to work things out.
Are we?
Well, of course.
I don't know if I can. I can't go through this anymore.
You and the missus have a great one.
Thank you. I can only assume he meant a honeymoon. What do you think, Mrs. Harrison?
Sure. The judge is probably right. Tonight is going to be worth the wait.
I want you.
Wait. Let's not rush it.
I think we've waited long enough, haven't we?
I want to take it slow. I want every minute to be so special. So give me a minute. I'm gonna slip into something slinky, okay? See you later.
Wait a minute. I'm not ready to let you out of my sight just yet.
Just give me 1 minute. I have something kind of special that I've been looking forward to modeling for my husband.
Is this really happening?
Soon you're gonna have everything you've ever wanted. So why don't you get comfortable and open the champagne? I'll be right back.
All right. Champagne. Ah, yes. Let me see. Now, don't be too long, all right? We have lots of celebrating to do. Oh!
I thought I could do this. I did. Not that it's been easy, but I thought for Gregory's sake that it seemed important.
Well, it is. I mean, we're still family.
He blamed himself for our argument. He thought that I was angry at him because he wanted to see you.
Well, you told him, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I told him, but I cannot promise not to get upset around you. I'm full of a lot of confusing feelings, and they're hard enough for a grown woman to deal with, let alone a child his age.
It's hard for me, too. I miss him. There are a lot of things that I miss.
Well, it's too late to go back. And I cannot move ahead the way things are. I need to get some distance so that I can get over you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that we need help. We need a lawyer.
No, no, Shirley, no lawyers.
Look, for Gregory's sake, this is easier for me and a lot easier for Gregory. We have broken up this marriage. The least we can do is spare him from our anger with each other.
No, listen, this is not what I want.
Well, I can't help that. It's what I need. Now, I will be in touch with you when I find a lawyer that I feel comfortable with. Goodbye. Gregory? Greg.
Nothing. How many more hotels are there in Bay City?
Right, so what do we learn from this? Victoria has taken Grant to an out-of-the-way location so as to seduce the truth out of him there.
Oh, don't make me... The truth about what, Carl?
There's no time now.
Oh, would you just level with me? All right, now, what is it that Vicky's after?
We have to find Victoria. Grant is capable of killing Victoria so as to protect himself.
I'm ready, Grant.
So am I, Victoria. Ready and waiting for my bride.
All right, Another World fans, if you can't wait till next week to find out what's happening on your favorite soap, then call NBC Soap Phone right now. Dial 1-900-680-4NBC. Each call costs $1 per minute.